Hello. Uh, Sorry if you heard that. I'm not using a mic. It's 1:47 a.m. in the morning, and I'm recording without a mic because my house is kind of quiet right now. Yeah, so I wasn't going to do this video, right? But I just felt that doing it was going to be kind of therapeutic for me, right? Not that this is the first time I'm actually experiencing this, but it always comes with a blow, right? It's like you're not expecting something and it just happens. It comes with a different blow. You feel it in a different kind of way. So this video is actually supposed to be therapeutic, but then I'm going to be showing you how to avoid having this happen to you, right? Because if you are an advertiser on Facebook, if you're a business person who operates online, you do business online, and you want to actually show your business to more people. The Facebook platform, the Facebook advertising platform is one platform that would help you to achieve that, especially because their um their ads are very cost effective, right? In the sense that they are cheap, right? So with as low as $1, you can actually get good results, but then it comes with problems of its own. The Facebook advertising platform comes with problems of its own, and you just have to be very careful and always as though you're walking on eggshells whenever you're here. And the worst thing that can happen is to get your business manager restricted, just like what happened. And the worst part is to have funds in it, right? So for me, I actually run ads for people, right? I run ads for clients. I have a couple of clients that I'm running ads for, and well, thankfully, this business manager does not have a lot of ad accounts yet. So, but I have this particular client that I've been running ads for, and we've actually been very careful not to, load his ad account with too much funds, right? But then the ad had actually been running for a while. So we felt safe already, we felt relaxed, and well, we were actually anticipating a ban because we were running ads for a health product. And if you're very familiar with the Facebook ads platform, you would know that um, you know, um, selling health products, especially the kind of products we're selling, is one of the things they frown at. But then the ads are already running, right? So we had one of the ad accounts with um a likes campaign. We had even done a traffic campaign. We had even done, and now we were running conversion ads, and we already had three conversions. We already had three website conversions. And then, we just took a step further to now, duplicate the ad sets. And, so he sent some funds to me because we already exhausted the funds we had. So he sent some funds to me to, you know, fund the account again so that we could continue with the ad because the ad stopped running because the funds got exhausted. So he sent some money to me to then fund the account. And before now, I was thinking, okay, for us to avoid, Facebook banning our account with funds in it, we needed to use a postpaid, no, we needed to convert the ad account to a postpaid account. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that because I already set it up to be postpaid. So I wasn't able to convert. So I was actually conscious of the fact that if we could convert it to a prepaid, I don't know if I'm saying the correct thing, but then that's how it is that you can be able to run your ads without funds in it, and then they'll be charging your debit card, right? So I wanted to actually come because I later now found out that I could actually do that because all my life, all my experience with ads, the first experience I had learning how to run Facebook ads, my coach told me that funding your ad accounts was the best way to go. But I just started to get wind of the fact that you can actually do otherwise, right? So, but then unfortunately, we were not able to do that. So we had to fund the account before the ads could actually run. So so since the ad had already started running, so I felt relaxed and decided to fund the ad accounts with 20,000 naira. So if you're not in Nigeria, that should be around, I don't know how much it costs now in dollars, but it's quite a big money, right? So immediately I funded that ad account, I just logged into my because I funded it using my mobile phone, right? I funded the ad account using my mobile phone, using PayU, only for me to log into the business manager and the ad account on my laptop. And I just saw that, that's Facebook padlock, that's red, that indicates, and I've actually experienced before. This is actually the third time I'm experiencing this. And all those times there is it happens that there is money in those ad account, unfortunately. So, seeing that thing again, I just got devastated. It was so saddening, right? So when it happened, all through the day this happened, I think that was yesterday, right? I was just, I wasn't myself really, because it was so devastating. I felt so frustrated. I'm like, how do I ever stop this from happening? Right. So but then I found a couple of ways to actually stop this from happening, right? So, which I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. Um, like I said, this is more like a therapy for me. Speaking about this is going to help me onboarding my mind, you know. So good thing was that the client was actually expecting this, because this is what for him also, because he sells health products and he happens to be a very stubborn advertiser. He's had this happen to him several times before he now switched from Facebook to other traffic sources that I think have actually worked for him. But then he now wants to come back to try Facebook, and that was why he came through to me. And he was like, from the beginning, he was like, he knows that eventually they are going to be banning that ad account. So he was like, he was already anticipating this. So when it happened and I told him, I was like, okay, let me refund the other money to you while I find a way to, make up for the ones that hasn't banned, and then I'll refund to you. But his response was just like, I should just go and get another ad account. I should find a way to get another ad account, and well, so that is what I've actually, I'm actually trying to do right now. And I'm going to be showing you all that I'm going to be ensuring to do with this new ad account so that it doesn't get banned. Right. So essentially, I was very deep. So the first thing I actually did, yeah, so let's start from here. The first thing I actually did when I got that message from Facebook that the ad account has been disabled was that um I needed to confirm my identity, right? So I followed the prompts to, send an identity confirmation. So one of the things I would ask you to do is to confirm your identity. And to do this, it would require that you send them your either your ID card, your driver's license, or something that they can use to identify you. So when I clicked on that stuff to send what I did was to send my national ID card, right? But unfortunately, I don't have the card, so I had to send the slip, which I had already saved up on my device. But they returned the message to me saying that they were not able to confirm my identity, as you can see here. Okay, let me show you with something. All right. So they returned this message to me saying that they can't confirm my identity. So the next thing I now did was to get on a call. I got on a call with one of their representatives, because um somebody had actually, told me how to go about that. So I got on call with one of their representatives. So after after I sent them a message and I got on a call with them, they made me to understand that the reason why they could have actually rejected that um identity confirmation stuff was probably because my ID was not clear enough. So they wanted me to send an ID that has my name, the name that my Facebook name, my Facebook profile name. They wanted an identity card that, has my face clearly on it and all. So I think that if you ever have this issue, you have to ensure that you use an ID card that is very, very clear and that probably has your name, your Facebook name, the way it is written on your Facebook profile. It has to also be the way it is on your ID. All right. So you can either use your ID card, your national ID card, if you have a national ID card, the card now, not the slip, right? If you or you can use your passport if you have an international passport. You can also use that as well. All right. So if that doesn't work, if that doesn't work, you may not be able to recover those assets anymore. And well, that identity confirmation is going to be requested if it is your business manager that has that issue, right? Because you know it is one thing for them to ban your business manager, and it's another thing for them to ban your ad accounts, right? So if you're watching this video, it means that you're familiar with these things, right? So it is one thing for them to ban your business manager, and it's another thing for them to ban your ad account. So if they ban your business manager, that is when you'll be required to submit identity confirmation documents and all. All right, but then if they ban your ad account, it may just mean that usually an ad account ban is always linked to a business manager account. So it is either they are disabling your ad account or they are restricting it because your your business manager does not comply with some of their policies and all of those grammars they speak. But then sometimes I've also come to understand that their robots usually ban accounts by mistake or something. So it's very, very unfortunate. So if yours is happening and you actually cannot appeal at all, so one of the things you can also do is to either get a new business manager account and then create a new ad account, or you can get a friend's Facebook profile and then create a new business manager account and then create a new ad account, which is what I've done right now. So I have gotten a Facebook profile from someone else, right? And then I've created a new business manager account, and then I've also created a new ad account within it, which I'm going to be using to run ads for this person again. So to ensure that if they eventually ban that new business manager account again, because they might actually do it because of the kind of things we are advertising, right? If they eventually, what I'm going to be doing for that new ad account I'm going to be opening is that the the payment method I'm going to be ensuring that is going to be postpaid. All right, it's going to be postpaid in the sense that um we are not going to be funding, we are not going to be funding the ad accounts directly with PayU. We are going to be ensuring that the money gets debited only when the ads start running, just like how you pay for your GoTV, no, how you pay for your NEPA bill. If you're in Nigeria, how you pay for your NEPA bill. We have postpaid and prepaid, all right? So how you pay for your prepaid NEPA bill, that is how the ads are going to be running. So I have to ensure that you get an ad account that is running on prepaid so that if eventually they ban your ad account, because sometimes you just can't stop this from happening. If they ban your ad account, because the worst thing that is going to be happening is that they ban your ad account with funds in it. So to ensure that your ad account don't get banned with funds in it, just ensure that you don't fund your ad account. So you get to use a prepaid method of funding, right? You use a prepaid method of funding whereby they can only debit your ad account. And then also another thing you also have to ensure to do is to read their policies. Now, the product we were advertising was so you can see this is a fund inside. This is the fund inside this account, and unfortunately it got banned. Right. So another thing you also have to ensure to do is to read their policies. Ensure you read their policies so that you don't get to advertise things that they don't want you to advertise. They're actually very strict on their policies. Yeah, so that is it. I think that now I feel better. I feel better, but there are a couple of things I'm going to be ensuring not to do from now on. I'm going to be more careful with what I advertise. Even when I'm going to be advertising for clients, I have to be very, very careful. So I hope that you also take this advice and be very careful. So one thing you need to do is to be very careful, right? Just be very careful. Read their um policies, their standard advertising standards and all that, and just ensure that for the most part you're complying with your policies. Because really, if you really want to push your business outside, for more people to see, one of the ways to actually do that, one of the fastest ways to achieve this is to run Facebook ads, and more so because they are cheap. All right, but then there are actually other options The other option is while you're doing your paid methods, you can ensure to also do your organic methods, right? Ensure that you're building your audience little by little through organic methods. And then also there are other paid methods as well. There's still YouTube and Google ads. You can also learn that and you know, just look for other traffic sources that you can also use to run ads so that if all else fails with Facebook, you can also then switch to those other ones. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I've cleared my chest now. So I feel better. I don't want to ever see that page again in my account quality. That's red symbol and all. It just signifies it just makes me feel depressed seeing that. But then um doing this now, I think I feel much better. Right? So I think that I hope that we all take precautions and we don't allow Facebook happen to us. Right? All right, so bye.